Hey guys, in this video we want to show you how the financing of our project worked and how we did the funding.
First of all, you need a good idea. Our idea was to sample or to look for the microplastic pollution in the Arctic. We then did a literature research and we found out that the terrestrial microplastic pollution in the Arctic has not yet really been thoroughly studied. So we intended to look at it from the highest volcano in the Arctic to the pack ice border of the Arctic Ocean. It's always nice to have something that no one has done before as kind of an eye catcher for your research project. Then you write a one-pager about it, a quick summary. As you can see here, most importantly, what is your motivation? People that want to fund you, they want to know why you want to do what you want to do. Then you also need to write what you specifically want to do and how you want to do this. If you have this, you can use this and send it to a lot of people, and you can start with attaining funding.
To apply for funding, you can use different databases. In Austria, for example, there is the grants.at, which is a database for different fundings from different science fields. Most importantly is to write scientists directly, maybe the authors of the papers that you read, because they might know if there are specific funding methods for your field of research. As you can see, we had a lot of applications here, and I want to show you one specific, which is the Arctic Field Grant, which was unfortunately denied. As you can see, it's a pretty long document, and applying for such fundings might be depressing by the time. But the most important thing is that you never give up and that you hustle through all the work.
And it's also important to have other possibilities to attain funding for your research project. One very good possibility is to get in contact with societies because they usually know foundations, and foundations are always a good source of funding. We, for example, had when we contacted the Society for Environment Protection of Liechtenstein, and they helped us quite a lot in the search for foundations. In general, you can say that it's always good to write everyone that you know of, everyone you can think of, and that you also subscribe to all the newsletters related to your research project and your science field. And it might happen that in one newsletter you read that the Top to Top organization is looking for volunteers, and suddenly you're a team member of the Top to Top Arctic Research Expedition 2021, as happened to us. Generally, write everyone you know, write your relatives, write all your friends. Someone will always know someone. Write companies, write producers, whoever you can think of. We wrote hundreds of emails.
And don't forget that you can also write directly to newspapers, because with newspapers you can reach many more people. In our case, that worked pretty well. For example, the Mainpost made a big article about us, the Tiroler Tageszeitung had a big article about us, even der Standard had an article about our research project, and the Austrian television magazine Tele had a short article about us in their Climate column. Finally, there is one more possibility to get funding for your project, and that is crowdfunding. In our case, the crowdfunding was done by the Top to Top Global Climate Expedition, but you can do it yourself anyway. Crowdfunding worked pretty well, and it's mainly people that know you. However, it works pretty good, and we are super thankful for all the support that we got, because they played a big part in financing our huge project. In summary, you can say that applying to grants is very important. You need to get in contact with societies and foundations. Crowdfunding is a very important tool, and you can also get funding through the private industry and by companies. And the most important thing is to never give up and write all the applications that you can find.